Kermitted Asset Management. Fear is the key. So what was the actual catalyst for your latest little venture? I asked the chairman of the insignificantly sized investment company Kermitted Asset Management when I saw him last week. I mean, I get what attracts you about ESG as an investment theme, that is, the apparent promise of an unprecedented level of largely uncritical and pretty much limitless demand. The phrase you're grasping for is inspiring people to set about averting crisis by embracing opportunity, the chairman corrected me. Silly me, I nodded before ploughing on, not to mention, of course, the whole shiny new world ripe for exploitation element that has underpinned your entire career, and this time I think you were after, because there's no point saving for the future if there isn't one, the chairman interrupted again. Crikey, I said, almost impressed. I see you've been following your standard business model of sorting out the marketing before you have anything to market. Still, don't you think you're laying it on a bit thick with the fear factor? Nonsense, snorted the chairman. Surely even you must be aware that 95% of investment is driven by emotion, and 100% of that emotion is fear. I thought it was more of a 50-50 split between fear and greed, I replied. That is one train of thought, the chairman conceded. But think about it properly. Bear markets may be driven by fear of losing cash, but bull markets are driven by fear of missing out. The average punter will have their dreams of becoming rich, sure enough, but the idea of everybody apart from them becoming rich? That's the stuff of their nightmares. And there's actually a decent parallel here with how we operate in the wonderful world of investment. Of course, we fear the consequences of our sales and marketing efforts backing the wrong funds or, within those, our managers backing the wrong stocks. But I promise you, nothing keeps us awake at night more than the fear that the opposition eats our lunch. That is why it is so important to keep ahead of the game in this shiny new world at this existential crossroads for our planet. And it is why it seemed only logical that we should play a whole new fear card as part of our investment marketing strategy, the not unreasonable and, one would like to think, really quite motivating fear of planetary extinction. Wow, I whistled. As always, it has been a not unenlightening, if really quite disturbing, insight into how your mind works. I do, however, have one question. You may be looking to instill a third fear into the average investor's store of emotional biases, but, to my eyes, the wonderful world of investment has always had a third fear lurking in the shadows. In addition to fear of messing up and, as you describe, fear of missing out, fund groups have always nursed a pretty healthy fear. For more on this story, visit the news article link.